we are just sharing how do we, some few strategies that we use in our school to teach addition and subtraction. So let's go in. So there are few topics that we will be covering today, which is addition within 10, number bonds to 10, subtraction within 10, addition 11 to 20, and then subtraction 11 to 20. So quite a lot. I hope I will try to cover as much as I can, but if I'm going too fast, please do let me know, okay? Let's start with addition within 10. So last week we learned about number concept. So when your kid have mastered the number concept 1 to 10, that's when you can introduce addition within 10. So addition within 10s, we use few strategies to teach the idea, the concept of addition. So one of the very first thing we want to teach the kid what is addition. So what's the better way by using manipulative object, physical object for the kid to touch and understand what is addition. So adult, we all know addition is add something in. So you can use some real life object. So now look at here, we have 3 apples. Mommy buy another 2 green apples. So all together, how many apples do we have? We have 3 and 2. 3 and 2. All together, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So you are teaching them combine 2 sets of objects together. So this is addition. So try to use as much as like touchable things, physical things for them to feel the add something. So when something added into your hand or you can see that it's more, it's bigger, something like that. So can you type in the chat box, what are some keywords we can use when teaching addition besides add? What are some keywords we can use that when we're teaching addition? Some words that we always use to emphasize the idea. Anyone? Anyone? More. Good. Okay, so here are some keywords that I like to use. Of course, you can use, there's many other options as well. So when you are teaching, when you are using the manipulative strategy, you have to emphasize on this kind of word: add together, all together, plus, 3 plus 2, and all. In all, how many do we have? How many do we have in all? Then all together, put together, how many we have? What's the total, combine, join, and many, many more words you can use to teach addition. So here are some activity you can use. You can use what is this clip to teach add. So I have one, how many pink color one, and how many blue color, all together, how many do we have? And also can use the block, how many, I have 3 blocks, and then I have another 3 pink color blocks, all together, add together, how many do we have? You can also use this kind of activity, so the kid can, move around, and also you can use Uno card to make it more fun, and then things like this, and also fingers. When you are teaching using fingers, please limit to 5 and 5. So you have like 2 plus 2, 3 plus 1, like that. Okay. Avoid the number 6 plus 4. So the kid have to like open like this. And also be creative. You can just use some rocks that you found around your area. And here is some addition worksheet that you can find online, very easy. So, yep, this is the first part. So, as I mentioned before, visualize the numeracy skill for the kid. So the second one, oh no, the second one will be supertizing. So last week we mentioned supertizing means they can do the calculation, not recognize a quantity, an amount quickly. Like they don't have to count one by one every time. So we want to transit the supertizing skill, level up it by doing 2 sets. So I have 1 and 2. How many I have? 3, right? So, and then you can also use the domino. How many? 2 and 1, 3. Okay. So you, beside dots, you can also use your finger. I have 2 and 1. How many I have? Or you can, I have 3, then I have 1. 3 and 1, how many? Then there are 4. Then 2 and 2, 4. Yeah. You can do it as a warm-up. So you can DIY the dot. You can just use some cardboard and then just draw on it. So your kid will recognize, okay, 1 and 3 can make 4. 4 and 0 is 4. 2 and 2 is 4. So can ask them to categorize. This is one of the activity you can ask your kid to do it independently, or can have something like that for them to put the dot themselves. Actually, this dot is movable dot. It's in the bowl. And then they write. And also, you can buy some dice for them to play in the class, or you can like put the dice and then ask them to count and do the action. So 4 and 4, how many? 8. So jump 8 times, something like that. And here are some worksheets. At first, they can, how many spots? 3 and 1, 4. So if at the beginning of this level, the kid might still need some help with counting one by one. But with more and more practice using supertizing, like just flash, 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 the kid will slowly get the pattern that can recognize the quantity faster and faster. All right, and then we have number line. So the first two is combining 2 sets of objects. So number line, we are teaching them another skill, which is counting on.
If we add 3 to the number 4, let's move the counter to the right 3 times. Watch carefully as I move the counter. 1, 2, 3.
So just now was combining 2 objects, right? So using number line, we are teaching addition can be also moving forward. The number is getting bigger, we are moving the number forward. So for example, in the class, you can have the number line and ask the kid, okay, now we have 4. Can you jump 2 more steps forward? And then the kid will jump 5, 6. Oh, no, they will count 1, 2, and then look at what number they landed on. And also you can ask them to act like a frog. And you can have the number line ready in your class and use manipulative object like 0. So let's stand on 0 and move 2 steps forward. So 1, 2. Or you can have the, the bead and string as a number line. Or if you're teaching online, you can easily find a number line online, and then you give them the equation. So 4 plus 3. One thing you need to ask the kid is, which is the bigger number? Because I will explain later. So 4 plus 3, where should the Spider-Man stand on? Yeah, the Spider-Man will stand on 4. and then we move 1, 2, 3. So the Spider-Man go to 7. So the answer is 7. So this is counting on. So when you have arrangement like this, so do you want the kid to from 3 jump 7 times? Oh my God, it's gonna take a long time. So we teach them which is the larger number. Okay, the hero only stand on the larger number. So which one? 7. Yes. So Spider-Man will land on the 7. So how many more I need? I need 3 more steps forward. So the Spider-Man will jump 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So where am I now? I'm at 10. So 3 plus 7 is 10. Okay, so this is number line. And then we will be using fingers to count on. So just now we realized we use the number line. So now we want to move away the number line and teach them how to use their finger. So 7 plus 2, ask them which is the larger number. Is 7. So put 7 in your mind and put out 2 fingers. 7 plus 2. So we put out 2 fingers and count. 7 in your head, 8, 9. So the answer is 9. Okay. So same goes to this one. 6 plus 3. Which one is the bigger number? Which one we put in our head? It's 6. Okay. So how many fingers do we put out? 6 plus 3. So I put out 3 fingers. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So the answer is 9. So what you can do with your kid to strengthen this skill is to guide them to use finger. Okay, so 4 and 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so for this counting on skill, we encourage to use when the number is smaller. For example, it's within 2. So 6 plus 2, 7, 8 is easier. But when the number is 6 plus 6, you wouldn't want the kid to count on, right? So the kid have to, put down their pencil and then put out 6 and then count on like that. So we prefer to teach them when use this skill when the number is smaller. Okay. Okay. So next will be 10 frame. So when we introduce them number concept, we already introduced them 10 frame. So now we are teaching them how to do addition using 10 frame. So we have 2 plus 1. So I have 2 red dots and 1 green dot. How many I have in all together? I have 3. So this is also helping the kid to visualize the addition and also be familiarized with the 10 frame because it will play a very important role in the future. Oh, for this, just now I give the number that put the dots. So another way is you can show them the dots and ask them to write the equation themselves. So how many red color I have? I have 2. How many green? I have 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So one of the reasons we use 10 frame is to introduce them 5 plus. Okay, so this is one of the way to get them count quicker in the future. So you don't want them to every time when they see 5, the 10 frame, they have to count 1 by 1. No, so you teach them 5 plus 1 is 6. 5 plus 2 is 7. So if the kid are strong in supertizing, the kid wouldn't need to count 1 by 1 anymore because their supertizing skill are so strong they can see the number, the quantity right away. That's why we encourage the super typing skill. So another one will be writing addition equation. So this is something that we already been teaching them all the way here. Just just let you know, you have to introduce the kid this symbol. Okay, so introduce the kid, this is a plus and this is equal. So one thing is you give the kid a situation like a problem, and the kid will have to write down the equation themselves. Okay, so this is one of the skill to teach. So this is addition within 10, and these are some strategy that we use. And then we move on to number bonds to 10. So what is number bond? Number bonds is to let the kid, I think I will just play this video for you all. Hold on, yeah. Do we have time? Yep, we have some time. Okay, let's listen to.
My name is Banha.
Can
And
everyone
today,
hear?
I'll be talking to you about something children learn in mathematics. It is number bonds. What's number bonds? Young children learn by counting real objects, and afterwards they represent the objects using counters. So they may have 6 counters, and they learn to put the counters into 2 groups, 4 in here and 2 in here. So they learn that 6 is 4 and 2. 4 and 2 makes 6. And they go through this series of actions. And 6, how else could I break the 6 up into 2 groups? Could be 1 and 5. So 6 is 1 and 5. 1 and 5. That makes 6. 1 and 5 makes 6. And they continue to explore. And after a while, they begin to realize that 6 can also be 3 and 3. 6 is 3 and 3. 3 and 3 makes 6. So after a while, they begin to represent what they are doing using symbols. So they'll begin to write 6 is 5 and 1. 5 and 1 makes 6. So other than the use of containers and counters, children can also learn about number bonds using counters on 10 frame. So this is a 10 frame, a frame that holds 10 counters, and children will begin to figure out that 10 is also 1 and 9. 1 and 9 make 10. So where do you look at when you say 1? Where do you look at when you say 9? And they begin to figure out that there are other possible combinations of numbers that make 10. And by exploring, or through the guidance of an adult, they begin to realize that, oh, 10 can also be 2 and 8. But it could also be other combination of numbers. And after a while, they should realize that by being systematic, they can generate many possibilities of what numbers combine to make 10. So that's another way children learn about number bonds. Number bonds is about how a number is broken up into the component parts, and which component parts combine to give us the total. Other materials we can use could be unifix cubes. They are just cubes that can be joined to form a stick like this. So here the children will begin to realize that in this stick I have 6 cubes, and 6 could be 3 and 3. 3 and 3 makes 6. 6 is 2 and 4. 2 and 4 makes 6. So the action mirrors the mathematical ideas that they are learning. 6 is 1 and 5. 1 and 5.
So that's pretty much the idea, to teach the kid that numbers can be many possibilities. This will really help them in the future when they need more the thinking skill, problem solving skill. So let's look at part-whole relationship. So part-whole relationship is we know that a whole number can break into two parts. 3 and 1 make 4. So this is 4. One part is 3 and another part is 1. 3 and 1 makes 4. So this is what we call part-whole relationship. So in our school, we teach at this level, we teach them the idea that parts that form the whole in quantity only in addition. So let's look at this. We have 2 apples and 2 green apple and 3 red apple. So you can ask the kid, 2 and 3 all together, how many we have? We have 5. So we have 2, then we have 3, and then all together is 5. Another way we can have 3 and 2. All together we get 5. Sorry. Or you can just give the number similar with that one, but this time we remove the visual aid, so they know 3 and 2 is 5. And then they write the part-whole equation themselves. Another way, okay, let's look at it. So all together we have 5. Okay, so we have 5 dots here. So we know that inside this green one, we have 3. So I will move 3 dots here. So this is what we call missing number. This is one of the hardest part to teach. So I think part-whole play helped me a lot when teaching missing numbers. So I have 3 here. So how many I have here? Let's move the rest here. So 3 and 2 makes 5. 3 and 2 makes 5. Another way is I have 5. Then I have 2 here. So 2 plus how many makes 5? Let's move the rest here. We know that 2 and 3 makes 5. Okay. Sometimes we will tend to just teach a kid 5 minus 2 is 3, but we don't want to do that in this here, because we want to teach the kid that the concept of 2 parts make a whole. I think we will have to skip this video. I will share with you all later. So this is how you can play in the class, teaching part-whole. You can have everything here, and then let's put 2 here, and then the rest here. So how many and how many makes all together how many? I can have 1 rocks here and 7 rocks here. All together, I have 8. Then you can have these dots in your class. Ask the kid to pick a number. I pick 2. So what are the possibility of the dot can make up to 2? You can have things like that. I pick number 8. I can have 5 and 3 makes 8. I can also have 4 and 4 makes 8. So let the kid explore themselves and play around with the numbers. So 7 can be 4 and 3. So here are some worksheets you can use to teach your kid. 3 and 1. So 3 and 1 together is 4. And slowly they will know 5 and 4 is 9. You can pair together with the activity we have just now. You can give them the mat and then give them the worksheet and ask them to sit down there and do. So this is where they find the missing number. So all together I have 4. So now I know I have 1. So let's color the 1. So what are how many left I have? How many, what is the another part? Sorry, what is another part? 1, 2, 3. 3, I have 3. So this is part whole, where the kid learned that two part make a whole. Two numbers add together make a whole. And then we have number bonds to mix 10. So identify which two numbers can mix 10. Can you type in the chat box what are the number combinations that can mix 10? What number plus what number can mix 10? There are quite some combination. Can you name some for me? 5 plus 5. That's the easiest one. 4 and 6, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 doesn't make 10, right? 7 plus 3. Yes, you are correct. So these are the number combination that can mix mix 10. Okay, so why do we teach what makes 10? Let's look at the question here. So how would you count this addition equation? Would you use 2 and then plus 7 and then plus 4 and then plus 6? Oh my God, you will get lost in the numbers. So how about we find the mix 10 combination? I know 2 and 8 can mix 10. So I have 1 10. 7 and 3 makes 10. Sorry for my pencil skill. That's bad. Okay, I have another 10. So 4 and 6 makes 10. So how many 10 I have? I have 1, 2, 3. 3 10. So I can quickly tell you the answer is 30. So one of the reasons why we teach what makes 10. And also, in the future, we will be teaching a strategy where that count 9 plus 5 is 10 plus 4. I will talk about this later. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why we take what makes 10 quite seriously. So how to teach what makes 10? One of the best way is to have this 10 frame in your house. In your school. So ask the kid to fill up the 10, okay? So now I have 7 red dots. How many more I need to make 10? Then the kid filled it up. It's 3. 7 and 3 makes 10. You can also teach them to use fingers, but we try to not use that much of finger because we want them to write things, right? So we don't want them to every time put out the pencil and put out their fingers. But you can do something like that, a craft, and then ask them to fold. Okay, 1 and 9 makes 10. 8 and 2 makes 10. And then you can also have this kind of worksheet. So eventually, with many practice, the kid will eventually memorize what makes 10. So this is number bonds to 10. Then let's move on to subtraction within 10. Okay. Subtraction within 10, we also use few strategies. First one will be using manipulative. Same with addition. This time the keyword will be take away. Okay, so I have 5 apples. And then I take 1 and 2. How many are left? 3. So they know that, okay, subtraction minus mean take away. And then the amount, the quantity will become lesser, smaller. So some keywords we can use when teaching subtraction can be minus, take away, cross out, close, even eat. You know, like it's so simple. Okay, I have 5 cookies. Teacher ate 2 cookies. How many left? Yeah, how many are left? This is one of the key phrases that we use. So you can have this kind of activity in your classroom. 8, and then I have to knock down 3. 3 down. How many left? Or you can have this kind of materials. Help the kid to visualize what is minus, what is subtract. Or you can have 10 frame, 8, and take away 3. All right. Then the second one will be crossing out. Subtraction by crossing out means you give them 7 dots and ask them to cross out 2. Minus can be crossed out. It's pretty straightforward. You can have this kind of worksheet. So ask them to count how many I have in total. I have 8. Then how many I need to cross out? 4. Then the kid will be crossing out 1, 2, 3, 4. How many left? 4. Then you can easily find all this worksheet online, or you can have this kind of worksheet in the class. You ask the kid to draw 6 dots and cross out 3 dots. Okay, it's pretty straightforward at this point. Then we have number line. Remember just now we teach counting on. Now we need to teach them subtraction is counting back. So we have the number line. So one of the keyword you can tell is subtraction. The number is getting smaller. Okay, we are going back. The number is getting smaller. So we have 4. Now the Spider-Man have to go back, go to the smaller number, 3 steps behind, backward. 1, 2, 3. And then the Spider-Man will land on 1. Okay, so you can have this number line in your class, and then I prefer to teach the kid to jump backward. So it's more clearer idea concept for them. And also you can have this kind of activity materials in your class. You can re-emphasize that plus is moving to the bigger number, subtract is moving to the smaller number. You can also have this kind of things in your class. And then we will be using fingers. Like just now, we use finger to count back this time. So let's see, 6 minus 2, bigger number. 6. So how many fingers we need to put out? We need to put out 2 fingers. Look at, remind them, this is a minus. Minus means we go back. The number gets smaller. So 6, 5, 4. So the answer is 4. So this kind of counting back, counting on strategy, remember, only apply when the number, the subtrahend or the addends are smaller. So if it's 6 minus 5, there's no point to like count back so many times, right? Okay, so this is using fingers. And we will have writing subtraction equations similar to just now addition. We will teach them this is a minus symbol and this is an equal symbol. And then ask them to analyze the situation. How many we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So crossing out is minus or add? Crossing out is minus. So we put minus symbol. How many? 1. So how many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is writing subtraction equation. Everything all right? Am I going too fast? Okay. All right. Next, we have addition 11 to 20. So we are using multiple strategies as well. First, we have counting on using number line. So when the addends is small, we encourage them to use counting on, like 11 plus 3. So 11, go forward 3 steps, is 14. Oh, yes, it's 14. And also, when we have number like this, would you want the kid to start from 3 and jump 15 times? No, that would be a nightmare. So ask the kid, which is the larger number. Remember, the heroes only land on the big number. So we will start from 15. And then how many steps we are moving forward? Remember, this is plus, huh? We are moving to the bigger number. How many? 3 steps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. So we get 18. So similar to just now the activity, you can have the floor label with number line, and also you can have the number line on your wall. Sorry. I think I went to the wrong. The setting was wrong. Hold on, yeah. Please give me a second. Counting on using finger. Okay. Okay. All right. So just now we cover number lines. Then now counting on using fingers is the same strategy. Which one is the bigger number? 16. 16 in your mind. Put out how many fingers? 2 fingers. Let's count on 17, 18. Yeah. So this kind of counting on strategy is really useful when we have a smaller number here. Okay. I think I set the wrong things in my slide. Please give me a second. I will just move forward. Okay. And then we will be supersizing 11 to 20 using 10 frame. And then making 10 to add. Okay, we will go through this now. Okay, supersize 11 to 20 using 2 10 frame. Remember, in under number concept 11 to 20, we teach them 11 is 1 10 and 1 unit. 10 and 2 make 12. 10 and 1 make 11. And we have this kind of exercise. So at this point, you don't want them to count one by one anymore, right? You want them to, when they see 1 10 and 1 is 11, straight away, quick. Okay? Why we are teaching that? Because we want to teach making 10 to add. This is one of the strategy we are using in our school to get them count quicker. So this is one of the activity. So I'm going to show you the strategy and the concept behind. Okay, so let's see, we have 2 10 frame here. And then we have 9 plus 6. Let's put 9 red dot plus 6 green dot. Okay, so how would you count this equation? Would you want the kid to take their own sweet time to counting on, or can we have a faster way? So this strategy is helping them to use a faster way to count. So instead of counting one by one, let's look at here. I want to make this 10 frame 10. Let's make this 10 frame full with the dots. Okay, so where can we get the 10? The 1. I need one more. This is where the what makes 10 skill come from. 9 and what makes 10? 1. Let's borrow here. Okay, so 10 and 1 makes 10. So from 6, we take away 1. So we need to minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So now we have 10 and 5. Look at the 10 frame here. We have 10 and 5. So what is the answer? The answer is 15. 9 and 6 makes 15. So with more and more practice, the kid will get it so quick. Whenever they see 9 and 6, 6 minus 1, 5. 5 and 10, 15. It will get faster and faster. So this is one of the activity, the worksheet that we use. 8 and 7. Oh my God, do you want them to count one by one? No, let's go for the mix 10 way. So I want to mix 10. So 8 and what makes 10? 8 and 2 makes 10. So I need 2 more. So where can I get? I get from here, right? So let's move here. So I have 10. So 7 minus 2. Okay, 7 minus 2. Sorry. We have 5. So we have 10 and 5 makes 15. So this is one of the strategy that we trying to teach them, to make them count faster, and also letting them know there's more strategies to use when solving a problem. And then we have 2 digits addition without change. Okay, so for these 2 digits, although we say it's 11 to, so we have 11, just now we say addition between 11 to 20, but when your kid are introduced to number concept 1 to 100 already, you may start teaching this kind of addition with change and without change. So remember, number concept, we emphasize a lot on tens and ones. So this is where it comes to play. So we know that 31 is 3 10 and 1 ones. 27 is 2 10 and 7 units. All together, add all together, how many we have. So always start with the manipulative way, a way that they can visualize. So you can have this place value map in your class, so the kid can put and visualize themselves and knowing what is at as well. So this is the worksheet that we use. I like to use the worksheet with the line, or sometimes even without the line, I will help the kid, or I will encourage the kid to draw a line, so they know that this is 10 and this is 1. So some kid, right, they like to, they will tend to start from 10s. They will do like 4 and 2, 6, 5 and 3, 8. Then you have to step in and teach them. We start from 1, okay? Because this will affect when there's learning the regrouping way. So always start with ones, okay? And then we will teach 2-digit addition with change. So this is one of the way. So you can ask the kid to put 17 and 24. And then 7 plus 4, we get 11. Okay, I will just show you all how to do. Okay. So we have 16 plus 8. Okay, so let's draw 16. I have 1 10 and 6 units. And I have 8 units here. So you teach the kid 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 here. So let's change the 10 units into 110. Okay. So all this has gone to become 10. They go to 10 house already. So how many we have in total now? We have 4 units, and then we have 2 10s. So the answer is 24. Okay. So you can have this place value map in your class. For example, you teach them when the 10 frame is full, it will turn into a 10. Okay, so this is one of the way. And also you can teach using blocks like this, 26 and 18. So when you step the Lego together, when there's 10, you move them into the 10 house. So when your kids understand the concept of what is regrouping, what is changing the 10, you can start giving them the worksheet. So 6 and 6 is 12. Remember to put the 10 here. Remember, 10 have to go to their 10 house. So I have 1 plus 2 plus 3. So it is 6. Okay. So carry on with more and more worksheet and practice. Okay. So this is the strategies that we use to teach addition. And then we have subtraction 11 to 20. So we are using multiple strategies as well. The first one is the same. We are teaching using number line, counting back. Okay, counting back, 11 go back 3 times, we get 8. And then count backward using fingers. It's the same thing. 12 in your head, put up 3 fingers and count back. 11, 10, 9. The answer is 9. And then also crossing out. Remember subtraction, we always use crossing out. So 2 10 frame, 12, 12 minus 5, cross out 5. And we get 7. So if your kid's supervising skill is good, the kid will recognize the 7 right away. And then we have this skill, this strategy we call decompose a 10. I'm going to explain to you all what is decompose a 10. So when you see the equation 12 minus 7, so if you want your kid to put out 7 fingers and count back 1 by 1, it's going to be slow and a bit difficult for them as well. So let's teach them some strategy to count faster. So 12 minus 7. So let's see, what do we have? We have 12. Let's put out 12. Okay. And then we know that 12, look at the 10 frame. We know 12 is made up of 10 and 2. So now how many we need to take? We need to take away 7. So instead of taking away from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 by 1, why not we take away from 10s? That's remember we teach them about 10 minus. We teach about what makes 10 just now, right? 10 is 7 and 3. So we know that 10 minus 7 is 3. 10 minus 7 is 3. Then we have 3 and 2. 3 and 2 left makes 5. So the answer is 5. It may seem complicated now, but when the kid get used to this strategy, they can count faster and they will less relying on counting back. And you can teach in this vertical way as well. So we have 12. So we minus from the 10, okay? Let's take away 7 from the 10, okay? 10 take away 7 is 3, because I know 7 and 3 makes 10. Then 3 and 2 makes 5, okay? So this skill rely a lot on the kids makes 10 concept. Do they remember what makes 10? So you can have this kind of materials, the double 10 frame in your school, in your class, to help the kid to get used to this strategy. So you prepare the materials, they can visualize first, and slowly, hopefully they will get the concept. And then we have 2-digit subtraction without change. This one is easy. The main point is to teach them subtraction is take away, not combine together. It's take away, okay? So 8 ones take away 5 ones. How many we have? We have 3 left. And then 4 tens take away 2 tens. Always start with ones, okay? Then you can have this kind of math in the class to teach them the idea of take away 1, take away how many tens. Always start with 1, okay? Then only do tens. So this is without change. And then lastly, we have 2-digit subtraction with change. So this is where they learn borrowing. I'm not going to show this video, but we can look at the picture, the thumbnail here. So we have 33. 1, 2, 3. We put 33. And then is 3 enough? No, it's not enough. So we change 1 10 into 10 ones. We borrow. So you can have this kind of, like what I say just now, have a place value map in your class, can help the kid to visualize. Okay, so let's look at this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 73 minus 29. This is the equation. Is 3 enough to take away 9? I need to take away 9, but I only have 3. What can we do? We can take a 10. Okay, so let's change the 10 into ones. Okay, look at here. We have 10 ones. So now I take away 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the kid will see we left with 4 ones and 4 tens. Then we get the answer 44. So this kind of, place value math and changing the ones using the material is a very crucial stage for the kid to really get the idea what is borrowing 10, what is regrouping. So you can have this kind of worksheet. So 16, let's draw the 10. And then 6 you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, I need to take 16, I need to take away 8. Let's start from units, ones. I take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it enough? No, it's not enough. I need 8. So where can I take? We take from tens. Okay, so let's draw tens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 here. So this 10 have turned into here. So let's erase it. Okay, now I have enough. Just now I take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now I take away 8 already. How many left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know that 16 take away 8 is 8. And then you can have this kind of worksheet that you can easily find online, where the kid can use the cube to visualize the operation and then slowly turn into without the visual. Okay. Oh, I think that's it for Yep, that's it for today. I think I'm going a little faster this time. So any question for those video, I will share in the group later, so you can watch at your free time. So do anyone have any question?
No.
Regarding the strategies? So although we have so many strategies, right, but sometimes some kids just stick to one strategy. like they are more comfortable with that strategy. Like I have a kid, when I teach the make 10 strategy, he just, oh my goodness, he doesn't, he just couldn't get it. So it's fine as long as the kid know the idea, what is addition, what is subtraction, and can solve the problem in the correct concept, then it's fine. Even it's slower, we try to teach them to count faster, but we need to be aware of their progress as well. Some kids just have slower phase when learning mathematics. Any question? If not, if you have any question, you can always reach out to me in the group. Yeah. So if no questions, so that's it for my sharing today.